Hello investors. Going to talk about Vertex. The disclaimer, please read at your leisure later. Look, we're a small company valued at 84 million at the moment, 250 million shares on issue, and this is about a producer that's moving a gold story along as we speak, and we are going to be drilling and exploring as well. We're the closest gold mine to where we sit now. It's just 3.5 hours drive from here and just north of Bathurst. We've commenced gold processing and gold mining. We are still developing up our underground mine and moving that to full production, so it is in ramp-up phase, and we are somewhat, a little bit behind schedule, but that's because we're doing everything right, and the regulatory frame that we work in means that we've got to do everything spot on, and our gold mine's looking great. We're 100% owned, we have no hedge and no secured debt. We're a very low operating cost, and that's because of our grade. Our grades sit around 16 to 17 grams over the time period of our mine plan. We've inherited about $50 million of underground development, which is fantastic. There's been over 1.8 million ounces mined historically. The mine itself sits underneath the Hawkins Hill mine, and it mined 435,000 ounces at 309 grams a tonne. That's not a typo. And it's one of the few gravity-only plants in Australia. And it's a massive gold system, highly unexplored. If it was in the West, it'd be a different story, but this has been underexplored. It's a unique gold mine. We have no sulphide, so we don't produce any acid. We get our gold recovered by gravity, as I said. It's 23 fine. We don't use chemicals, no cyanide. There's no gold in the country rock, so therefore it's textbook ore sorting, and I'll talk about that in a bit. And we recover the gold at about 650 micron, so we don't even have a ball mill. And I don't know many gold miners that'll ever be able to say they don't use a ball mill to extract their gold. And to top it off, we are the home of the largest piece of gold ever to be pulled out of the ground on this planet. And that was the Holdeman Nugget at 286 kilograms. We are only scratching the surface up there, and look, you'll see some long sections of what we're doing. We've got 25 kilometres of strike at the hill end side of our tenements, and then north there of our Hargrave tenements, we've got another 15 kilometres. And over that length of 25 kilometres at hill end, there's 3,500 plus shafts dug by the old timers in the 1800s. That means over that length of our tenements, we've got prospective gold underneath there. We don't even have to explore. We don't have to work out where we're going to put the drill rig. We just drill under where they were, because they were mining 1 ounce dirt plus. So we've got a pretty sound strategy, get ourselves into production and build our inventory up once we're into production, and drill and keep drilling and I guess make money out of gold production, being the highest grade gold mine in Australia. We use a Gecko gravity gold plant, fantastic plant, built in Australia by the Gecko guys down in Ballarat. And it's fantastic. As I said, no ball mill, it's pure gravity, and very simple, low cost, and very probably amenable to the gravity gold. As I said, Gecko is a good plant. We also ore sort, and I'll talk about that in a minute. This ore sorting is probably a game changer for our company, because we can actually pull gold out of with quartz and reject the Greywacke country rock. There is no gold in the Greywacke, it's only in the quartz, and you'll see a little bit of a video later on. But it means that we're only putting about 30% of what we mine through the processing plant, and that material then goes back into the hole that we dug out. And that reduces costs, water, time that we have to run the plant, and it means that we can do a lot more for a lot less. And as I said, this plant, it's fully automated. I've got the app on my phone to run the plant. We can keep a good security with this type of plant. Obviously, at the grades that we're talking, security is important. Talking about the Reward Gold Mine, we sit in the area just where the Reward hill is there, and we've got a shaft in the I'll move forward to that. We've got a shaft that runs down to the horizontal amalgamated adit, and the plant sits at the edge of the adit. So essentially we're mining at ground zero. We're not mining at depth. We're just going in and bringing it out. And that means we've got lots of prospective areas to drill. You can see the areas open under where a resource is. The yellow area is the resource at 225,000 ounces at 17 grams. The Reward Gold Mine is fully developed, as I said. The photo in the centre there is just a recent blast we've had of a stope that we started to move. On the left is a typical vein of what the vein looks like. It sits on the side of an anticline, so they dip down at 70 degrees. We can mine smaller veins or bigger veins. With the ore sorting, it doesn't really matter. We ultimately extract the waste and put it back down the hole anyway. So the important one to focus on here is the fact that we have an all-in sustaining cost of $1,800 Aussie. This was done way back when gold was way less value, and therefore a lot of the numbers there really don't mean a lot. But the fact is we can produce at $1,800. That's because we have so many ounces. It's not because we're a cheap miner. In our mining underground, because we're a small little mine, probably per tonne is reasonably expensive. Our processing's reasonably low though, but overall, per ounce, we're at $1,800. So you do your own maths. We're aiming to be producing between 25 and 30,000 ounces per annum next year, and on an annualised basis, as I said. So this is just a life of mine, our management life of mine, up until October 31, and it's quite a quick little video just showing the stages that we're going to do. Clearly in this, there's no other additions from the drilling that we're going to be doing in those 6 years, where we will be building up that inventory and expanding our mining plan and our mining tonnes in the future. So we'll be owning our own rigs. We actually are an owner-operator. We're based in Hill End. We've got 25% of the population works for us. We're not a fly-in, fly-out. We don't have a camp. It's all locals. We've got a great set of people. We will be owning our own drill rig, and that will become drill rigs going forward. We'll have multiple rigs drilling permanently as we make as we're making cash, and some of that, not all of it, will go to drilling, and drilling along that 25 kilometres of strike that we had. And it's all going to be, on the basis that we're going to be building a high-grade inventory. This is one of the highest grade gold mines in Australia, if not the highest grade. And I'd like to also say, and I guess for investors, some of you may like to know, that we're the greenest gold mine as well. We don't use cyanide, we don't have a tails dam, we just dry stack sand, we reuse our water, we don't have any metals, so there's no acid. So very proud of the fact that we're a sustainable mine. Just going to give you a little video on what we do and how we mine and how the ore sorter works. And Tomra are the company that ore sorts. They've got a plant, an operation and a warehouse just in West Sydney, so it's ideal for us. We're very close to them for their services. To operate a mine like this is fantastic, knowing that we're restarted history in a great part of the world, and of course we're doing it very, very environmentally friendly.
What excites me about this project is to work with a team like Vertex in this beautiful historic site in New South Wales and mine in a more efficient and intelligent way.
The reason why this site itself is so historically significant is it was one of the first places that the gold rush started. They found this incredible ore deposit here of high-grade gold, 435,000 ounces at 309 grams a tonne. Very significant for the Australian mining industry. Vertex decided to open up this mine again because it was already permitted, it was a high-grade gold mine, and we could see an opportunity to have one of the best high-grade gold mines in Australia. The Tomra ore sorter has been a game changer for this site. Whilst we've got very high-grade gold, we actually increased that grade through the process to be a higher grade going into the gravity plant. It also means that we can mine differently. We can mine bigger stopes and then ore sort it and still get the same gold back through the process plant. The other bonus is we're reduced in power, water, and the time that we have to run a plant because it's so efficient in sorting out the waste from the gold ore.
The Vertex mineralogy is very unique in that it's all quartz-associated gold and it's very well liberated from the barren country rock. And this enables the Tomra system to easily distinguish between these different types of rocks and separate them from each other effectively. The Tomra sorter takes all the coarse feed from the ROM and ejects only the quartz gold and puts that back into the plant. That's about 20% of the total mass, and so we're able to reduce an 80% mass reduction and discard that as proper barren material that can be used as road base or aggregate and disposed of responsibly.
It just sorts out the quartz out of the grey whack and just sends it straight back to our processing plant, which we put through the gravitational system, and yeah, it works spot on. The support from Tom has just been excellent.
It's important that Tomra is part of this industry change. We're seeing this quite a lot, and people stepping in like Vertex to take an old traditional system and mine it in a more modern, intelligent way, in a more efficient way, with low energy, zero chemicals, no tailings dam, and that's something Tomra definitely wants to be a part of.
And so, in summary, Vertex is a producer and will be a major developer going forward. From small things, we believe in big things. We're going to be drilling. We've got a good team, both management and the board. We're in a great precinct or great country to be mining, and a great state of New South Wales. And, you know, we sit in some amazing geology. The similarities of our geology are compared to mines like Fosterville, Bendigo and Ballarat. So we are really hopeful that we're going to move this project forward as one of Australia's best high-grade gold mines. Thank you.
Thank you.